Nowadays, globalization phenomena has brought numerous consequences to the political, economical, and environmental configuration of the world. This can be seen both as good or bad, depending on the perspective. In the cultural aspect, it is more common to see multicultural families, but how do they communicate among themselves if they are all so different? The answer is intercultural communication. This encounters verbal and nonverbal communication based on each member's culture, values, beliefs, and of course, language. Now, let's see some cases of intercultural communication in multicultural families to understand how it works.
Having a multilingual and multicultural family is a complex situation. There are no one-size-fits-all guidelines to follow when raising multicultural children. Each particular case will have its own set of challenges and experiences. Take, for example, the multilingual family who speaks 4 languages on a daily basis, or the monolingual parent raising a multilingual child. Factors such as the different types of multicultural families, which include interracial families, intercultural families, and families with third culture kids, will influence the specific experience lived by these individuals. Parents in multicultural families tend to look for ways to pass on their cultures to their children. Books, art, music, food, and travel are all ways in which parents try to accomplish this. Let's take a look at the case of the particular multicultural family we have chosen for our project and how their experiences have been affected by this lifestyle.
Our chosen case is a multicultural family living in Nepal. They practice the Hindu and Christian religions. Nady is Colombian, practices the Catholic religion, and also she speaks English, Portuguese, and Spanish. Her husband, Purushottam, is Nepalese, practices the Hindu religion, and he speaks English, Nepali, Hindi, and Mathali. Also, he knows some Korean and Spanish words. Their 2 older children, Kian is a boy and Luna is a girl, were born in Korea, but they have Colombian nationalities. Finally, their younger son, Martin, was born in Nepal with the same nationality. Their children speak English, Nepali, and they know some Spanish and Korean words. Our first question was related to language.
Sometimes when we have a different language and communicating time, we are not very clear also. Even though we some words we don't know, but still we are trying to explain and more. Yeah, we cannot go deep, with that language. So that is also it is I think in my case is a disadvantage. So I think mostly in my understanding, when we speak more than 2, 3, 4 languages, I think is a very good and advantage for in our life. In your case?
In my case, I think have more positive things or advantages to have different languages, depend of language. So I think it's very important when we learn a language, try to learn as much as possible and try to really understand more and more. So if you don't have understanding, you cannot communicate good idea or understand the other people idea or what they want to share with you. So for me, the advantage is the open of different cultures and the way of the windows and doors or whatever it is the space that you can communicate. So when we communicate, we learn a lot of things about other cultures, about other people, about a lot of things. When we have just a single language, it's everything a little bit more limited.
Then we talk about culture.
And the advantage is the knowledge as well, no? The experience and that enrich yourself. Yeah, have another point of view. So that give you also, if you have a good structure or somehow some base in your life, in your society, your own culture, your own family, you have. So That experience that's going to give you nutrition, going to help you to grow up and to have more options and to have another point of view for taking your own decisions and for really grow and be more mature.
Finally, we talk about communication.
But they don't know Spanish culture or Colombian culture. So for them, it's difficult when they visit, when somebody coming to talk with Spanish people, they feel, oh, they are Colombian, my auntie, my uncle, yeah.
Yes.
They want to talk, they want to communicate, but they don't know properly.
Again, the communication have a limitation when you don't have the communication in your mother tongue or your native language.
Uh-huh.
Because again, we come to the same part. Some words cannot just simply
Explain.
cannot translate it exactly. Yeah, so that really difficult the communication or to express in deep the what you want to say or what you want to share or what you want to express. The second part, in our case, is very important. We have a common point.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most important is that we have in a second, like a group. Yeah, we have a like a religion that is unification. So that make us as the center. That is our root. So based on that one, we can share and we can understand the differences in our culture because we are our center is not his culture or his religion. It's not my culture and my religion, but it's our that other religion that we practice different than our roots.
Through this project, we understood and exemplified several themes that we saw in the intercultural communication class. We conclude that human beings are capable of adapting to changes, different contexts, situations, and evolve. We realize that all the changes that the world has gone through and is going through, for example globalization, have pushed us to expand to new horizons, and therefore to continually develop new skills. Our particular case helps us understand, appreciate, and respect similarities and differences that multilingual and multicultural families have compared to families that are not. And finally, we noticed that in most multilingual families, parents want to see their children learn the mother tongue of their father or mother, so that they can feel proud of their cultural heritage. And at the same time, they want to see their children succeed in school and the broader society.